This is the incredibly detailed Losi 22S dirt late model ready to run, and it looks absolutely awesome. But the question I have is, am I gonna be able to get this around a dirt oval track like a season racer? We're gonna find out by the end of the video. First up, we have to check out what comes inside the box. And a little spoiler, they give you absolutely everything you need just to head right to the track. They give you the Spectrum SLT2 transmitter, 2.4 gig of course foam steering wheel, your basic trims, 4 AA batteries to power that. They give you the S160 charger. This one is equipped with the IC5 connector in it, and you will need a power supply for that. So that's one thing they don't give you, but a lot of people have a USB-C power supply at home. They give you a 4,000 milliamp battery pack, instructions, even a little sheet here that shows the hop-up parts, and a couple of discount codes for Summit and Spectrum. Decals in case you want to swap out the numbered decals on the car itself. They give you some battery straps and a battery spacer if you want to run a shorty pack, some basic tools, the extra clip for the servo saver if you want to tighten that up, or if you want to lock it out, you can go throw on the servo horn. So the livery on this one is the Summit Racing version. It's got a bunch of sponsored decals on the side, which is really cool. Everything is licensed. And this comes with the fully ready to run kit, which is what this is. It comes with the battery and charger, but if you don't want the battery and charger, you want to use your own, it is available without it. That has a black body with different graphics, and there's 2 versions available. And this dirt oval car is probably going to impress you. Usually there's just a wedge-shaped body, but this one has tons of lines throughout just to give you an indication of all the body panels. I like that the roof is actually molded. The A pillar, B pillar, C pillar, all curved down, bolt to these little mounts here with the screws that just give it that extra styling, and then into the roll cage and the window netting. You've got the driver figure in there. He's got movable arms and the helmet, the racing seat, the seat belts. It just looks really cool. Then I like the release behind the front wheels, and if you go down along the side, this portion of the panel drops back in. We've got the molded rear spoiler. The back is open, and check this out. They also have body supports for this. The body flares out on the side just like a real car does. They've got the support so the panels aren't fluttering around. They've got the cage in the rear with the fuel cell. It just looks really awesome. This wedge shape in the front, gonna give you tons of downforce. And then check this out. You're probably wondering, how does the body come off? You see this molded air cleaner here? It's got a secret little button in the back. You push that in, the body pops up and it slides right out. One-handed, nice and easy. So this is the chassis, guys. Check this out. A bit different from the Sprint. You can see that the chassis plate is a lot longer, and it's got this large battery tray in here so you can adjust the weight bias of the pack that you're running. That's why they give you those extra straps and the battery spacers so you can just move things around, adjust your weight bias. Love this front bumper on here. I like the foam is formed so it just snugs up against that front bumper. Then you got the lower plate that goes right to the chassis with an upper support. So this is actually really rigid. There's your top body mount for the front. Seems pretty solid. There's the rear that keys in. And I already showed you guys the fuel cell out back. So moving on to the suspension, they've got their 22S shocks on here, which are a bleeder style shock with an aluminum body. Looks like we got purple springs in the front and orange in the rear. Nicely built from the factory, so it's plush and soft. And then you got your gull wing arms from the 22S series. This is the TLR inspired suspension that's proven to work on a number of different offerings from TLR and Losi. Really solid caster blocks and steering knuckles with adjustable tie rods up top so you can go adjust your camber both front and rear. The suspension's a bit similar to the Sprint here, where they've got the pivot block for the upper links up front and the shock set a little bit farther back. Behind the tower, they've got the steering rack down on the chassis, ball bearing steering cranks, and the servo saver is actually built into the servo arm here. And remember, I showed you that extra clamp that you could put on there, or you could go and lock it out with that horn once again. A quick look at the rear suspension. Again, gull wing arms and solid looking hubs on the outside. You've got plenty adjustment for the upper turnbuckles. You've got the inner pivot there that you can move the pivot ball around, and plenty of shock mounting options as well, obviously. Moving on to the transmission, all metal gears on the inside, just like we saw on the Sprint, and it's got a tunable differential. You can go through different oils in there because it is sealed. It's gear differential. It's got steel CV drive shafts on it. It is etched with the size, which is always a nice feature. Large ball bearings there and 12mm hexes. Out at the end of all four corners are the Hoosier tires mounted on black wheels. The tires are glued, obviously. They've got the dots on the outside, firm inserts in there. Just a little heads up, don't get these wet, guys. I've seen a couple complaints online where some water gets inside and deteriorates the insert. So just do a light little prep on this with some Simple Green and a lint-free cloth. Just like the Sprint, the setup is also tuned from the factory. You got a bit more rear toe in there just to help the car out through the corners. And let's talk electronics. So you've got the S604 Spectrum servo, which is Metal Gear digital servo right behind it, connected to it. The SR215 receiver that's got an extra port in there so you can throw your transponder in it. And then the brushless system. So it's not a censored system, it's a sensorless system like we've seen on the 22 Sprint. This is a 45 amp speed controller. It's got a heat sink on top just for some cooling, and it does have the 3300 kV brushless motor. There is a fan mount on top of the waterfall in case you want to go add one of those, but then you would need another port in the receiver to go plug that in. Switch is mounted on the side, hard mounted of course, which is really cool. There's your set button for programming. This looks good, guys. Let's check out the bottom of the chassis really quick. Flat plate, everything countersunk, a lot of screw holes so you can move that battery around again. But yeah, awesome offering from Losi. I think some people are gonna be really excited about this. Let's go hit the track. All right, RC drivers, I'm at Bethel Race Arena in Bethel, Connecticut. If you run dirt oval, you gotta stop by here. Also, if you live in the Northeast. But the guys are nice enough to open up the track for me. We're gonna get some laps in on the late model. And it's been a while since I've driven oval, so bear with me as I get used to this. I mean, this is my first few laps here. Car is looking sick, guys. Ooh, a little sideways getting out of the corner. Dives into the corner nice, though. Rolling to the throttle. Gotta tighten up my corners a little bit. We're getting into it. We're getting a little sideways. Up into the loose dirt. Right onto the edge. So yeah, it dives into the corners nice and easy. It's coming out. It just loops when you get onto the throttle. But we can make a few adjustments to the shocks. I got the guys over there waiting. They actually took a few laps on this. Romano, who runs the track manager, Eric races here. These guys are into this car. I'm into it. Just settling down, getting used to it. I mean, this is completely stock out of the box, guys. Tires are breaking in. It's a good looking car. All right, I'm gonna have to make a couple of adjustments, see if we can tighten this thing up so I can hammer on it going out of the corners. Okay, so we had some shock adjustments made here. They took a little bit out of the left front, right rear and added some to the left rear. And that should tighten this car up a bit. As long as I stay in the lines, it's looking good. A little loose on the outside. They offered to blow off the track, but it's their day off, guys. I'm gonna give them a break. Guys, this car is fun. Look at that, a couple of adjustments. It's already dialed in. Run it on the high side. Drop it down. Wow. Can't believe how just a couple of spring adjustments really tuned this car in.
What do you think, guys? I think this is going to open up another class. It sounds like the Losi Sprint is a good class here as well. Now Losi's probably going to dial in with 2 classes at most oval tracks, in my opinion. And these guys run the NASCARs here too. So Losi is just killing it. You gotta have one of these. I'll have a link for it down in the video description below, or you can head up to your local hobby shop and definitely visit your local dirt track. Gotta thank these guys at Bethel RC Arena. Awesome facility.